Welcome back to our Japanese tutorial series. We're just about to enter a new era. We have rocketry very shortly, and we were dealing with a small amenity issue across all of our cities. We were also low on housing. Now the housing issue should be sorted fairly shortly, if I'm correct, with suffrages for democracy in 1210, so we'll have a massive boost in production and housing and stuff. We've got this to get us through a little bit, but we've also got the legacy policy. Now for our industrial era dedication, we only get to make one. If you look through these, to the arms is about going to war, which is obviously not something we want to do. Coinage, trade route scheme, +3 gold per specialty district. Now this probably means you get about 9 gold per trade route. This is about running around onto other continents, which we're not really fussed about. We have access to everyone that we can see already. We're going to go with Heartbeat of Steam, so +10% production towards industrial era and later wonders. Kind of not relevant, but campus and district science adjacency bonus provides production as well. So what that means is when we take that, if we look at this one, so we have a campus that's providing us 10 production, 10 science. Over here, 10 production, 10 science. So 6 production, 6 science. So if you combine it with this one, so if you get a +5 campus, like we did in that bottom one here, that doubles the adjacency, which the adjacency bonus then adds production. So for example, our religion is being lost in this city. We'll have to come down here and get that up. But that means that we're having +10 production added to this city. So we've just added like a quarter of its production, which is just crazy. And it will allow us to get through this era where we kind of swap from using the faith, which we'll obviously be still using for great people, but primarily it's not as useful now as it was in the early game. And in terms of gold, we're starting to level up our gold buildings, get these in, so we can start just buying the buildings now. So what we'll do is it'll be a case of we'll probably buy the Ferris wheel, that kind of thing, buy these. So for example, like if we got rid of this university, we could just buy that straight out. It's probably something we'd need to go around and have a quick look at doing. In the case of where we really want housing, for example, we could buy our sewers. We still obviously have the option to buy all of these units to stiffen up our front line that we've got here. But I think I'm actually going to go and buy a couple of apostles in a holy site. No, it's not built yet. So what I will do with those, as we've got so much faith, I will probably come down and convert most of these guys, just to give us a bit more of a power base in there, because he doesn't appear to have his own religion, and we're losing stuff here which due to pressure. He's got 4 charges, so let's take this and clear up this area. We were running along here trying to get era score. Blow that out of the water. So our era score now, so let's hit 250, so we need a 50. Realistically it's probably going to take 50 turns, so I believe we should be okay. We could do a little bit of work around here, get this city sorted out. Teddy Rose up for interfering with gossip, built Renaissance walls in Rome. So he's obviously got the gossip agenda. Yes, we were building water parks. We've still got 25 turns on here, so really we should wait for the gold, in actual fact, rather than buying things like that, which is probably what I was doing before, but missed it. And so you can come back in here and fortify. Building the university. We need a research lab in there, just to be able to build the wonder. I think we'll go to here. So running part of the way. And what promotion can you get? Debater, or I'm going to go with debater because there is a chance he has his own apostles, and then that way we can fight them. And him down to here. Oh, I went too far because he didn't walk through this. He went along the road. Movement skills. I think. Can you? You can't hit that. Okay. Cool. Trade post in Newcastle, which got us an era score. You want coal? I think we're going to pass because we're not interested in giving him our coal. So he's like our only enemy, and he isn't going to get. There's like no way. Effective environment. Plus his personal policy, you know, that's not happening. So looking at our scores here, so our culture score is low for this era. So like if you were playing in like a big thingy game, divine or what's it game, you would probably struggle. We'll go. I don't know if there's an actual wonder anywhere nearby. If you're going in deity, then obviously you might want to build a couple of culture things just to be able to gain a boost, because the average one will give you a fairly amount. Let's take this. Will give you a fairly decent amount, but the I would need a few more of these guys, I think. So missionary. They're a bit cheaper, and we can use our guys in the front lines to keep them safe. And then you'd be able to, I'd obviously buy a couple and clear out all of these active artifact sites, even if we're not using them, because we're not going to go for the win. I mean, obviously this is tiles that we just can't use, so we would want to clear them out for that reason alone. Alright, so we can start building a research lab in here. We've got production. Our housing is passable. Aerodrome. We've got an entertainment complex being built up here, so that will add. Where was it built? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So that adds to here already. Is there a nice place for commercial district that doesn't wreck too much stuff? Full. What is full production for that though? I think we're going to put it over here, so you can build a wonder. No. Let's put it over there. We'll put marketing and banking, and then we'll build the research lab. Probably do it that way around actually. This was the city I was thinking about. I don't think we can build the River Valley in here. Oh yeah, we can. build the valley. It's a little bit long to build it, but I mean we made that into a mine. We could take. That's pretty much its only production. Is this a hill? Yes, we could take this. Boston. We've got a builder in here. Probably still should be building builders over here, but we're currently building the Wars Park for a little bit of amenities. So where did we go last time? Caracon receives Newcastle. Let's go with that one again. Bring him down here. Okay. So if we come here and clear this out, we can then coastal raid it. 50 gold. It's not the best in the world. He's going after the same wonder as us. Must be, right? Military science has been learned. Yeah, so this is this tiny little. So if we're playing like a culture game, you've got you could have one over here, one down here, one over here, which might be worth doing. As we're playing science, we really don't need any extra cities at this point. It would increase our amenity issue, which obviously we're having fun with anyway, right? What do we get? Policy change. So this is quite good, and I'll probably put it in later when we go towards our spy style game where we want to punish them for coming into us. 22 turns on this. Oof. I think this must be Korean music. Yeah, so he's got Hinduism running around up the top here. Where did you come from? Well, could get an ironclad and blow it out of the water. Sorted, right? Yeah, I was going to get horsemen, but they always appear to be pike and shot, whatever you want to call them. May as well use one charge in here. Come back up here. So there's no point like not using the first couple of charges. Risky running them that way, but you get these orders, so we build this up. There's nothing along the top here, so we'll put you in alert because there's a chance that you will find something. Let's do a quick run up to here and have a look. So we've cleared out most of this area. We could like search the other side of this, have a look. Jesus Christ, we would have been able to get loads and loads and loads, absolutely tons of the relics. Someone built me Kiwali Kanasai. He builds too many wonders. I think I've said it previously. He's built Cincinnati up here. Like, if he didn't build so many wonders, he could have some districts, because he's not built any culture districts, right? There's nothing around here. There's just so few districts actually built. I mean, he's done a good job of bringing his land up. rocketry. Alright. We're a long way down through the tree. Playing on thingy. So we need the main satellite to be able to complete that, which quite like these two. Let's do that, because we complete that and then this, and then we can click on the really two, because these are going to take a long time because we've basically negated this tree, and when we get to that we'll go through and, like, we've built an item mine, we need to build a coal mine and an ironclad. Can't do that one. 2 power plants, well, we need power plants to be able to do that. Have 3 armies armadas, that's easy enough to do. Build an oil well, yeah, we should be able to, because we can get it from this one. 2 aerodromes, boost through a great scientist or spy, things like aim through tanks, so you can do those fairly easily. For example, like here, we'll get the electronics factory, we'll need the research lab, and then what we'll do is we'll build an aerodrome, because this city doesn't have a need for any other districts per se, and that aerodrome will help us towards the 2 aerodromes we need for that trigger thing. So if we run you, it's really hard to see their thing here. You can use a charge, and you can use a charge. You can run down to there. You can run down to there as well. You can use one. It's a population like 8, so it's going to take all of those guys. Cranbrook. This is 14, so let's go and get some more. We're getting a porcelain missionary. We can add, I'm pretty sure I was going there. Make that into a woodworking mill, because on a river we'll add 3 production. It's not bad. We'll just clear out vision of this side as best we can. Oh, actually, that's a mistake. We just made a mistake. So what level of tech is she at? Okay. So we can buy the spaceport. I want to build one in here. $30 turns. Just the production's shocking at the moment. 62 is not too bad. So if we run into there, what promotion can you have? Yay! He can run over here and hold this one down. The lance of John Curtin has increased. We'll run you down to here. I'm not going to go and stick my head into the hornet's nest, so to speak. That just doesn't seem worthwhile. Like, he will probably lose his rag with me if I did that. Which is, you know, understandable. So this one's got 1 charge. Okay, so we'll run him down here, and we'll run him. She's 1 charge there, just to put that in. Oof. Run you over there. Just seen this guy over here, so let's run over here and do this. He just converted my city. Ugh, ugh. So we'll go and get another water apostle. 2 more. Like, I'm using my faith, but I want to be able to hold my religion. I think I'm going to wait there. Oh, wait there. We can do it now. So now this next turn, that should be tough enough to do it without losing too much. We're going to go with here again. He got a promotion. Cap burglar, siphon funds, I think. What does it even do? Don't know what that one does. Provides culture and gold to adjacent tiles. Can you imagine getting this in a Maori game? Like, that looks nice. Adds 2 production. We've got any work of art slots. So we've got 1 in the palace. Yeah, cool. So, what I'm going to do is, obviously we've got, these can be a bit of anything in here. This can be one of anything. So we now got this. So it's just a little bit of extra culture. I'll have a quick look around and see if any of them have relics or something that they're willing to sell, because a few relics where we have the options for them will add culture to us. So if you come into there, promotion, yeah, sure. Come in here. It's not as useful as I like. Claim great person. This guy's bad. Eureka chemistry and random. So like from the industrial era, we'll pass. But like you come and have a look, we can get industrial era tech. Well, I guess we could get nothing from him at all. So you don't just grab your great scientists. Sometimes they really do nothing. Like, it's supposed to give you chemistry. Where's chemistry? So it gives you this. So it gives you like the high science level one, and then this, which, I mean, whatever. There are an exception, so some of them do like 2 random things, which can be quite good. +2 culture, 1 faith. This gives us +2 culture, 2 faith, 1 less gold. But we receive 1 less. Yeah, let's carry on with where we were, because we get that increased production from it. You were running down to here. You're going to use your last charge. May you rest in pieces. And you, just because now it's the majority pressure. This is turned, so we'll run you down here, and we'll run you down here. This is my, this guy's my relic, so he can we move him there, and then him to there, now we can attack this guy. So you still get the adjacency combat bonus for the religion thing, so it's always worth doing that. You can come in and clear this out. So yeah, never know why they don't insta-kill those guys. Just gonna get this. There's something up here. 25 turns on that. You are running down. What's the pressure on here? 5. It's plus 11. That's never going to change. Let's stick our head into here then. Have a look. It's a bit dangerous. No. And then roll up to there. So he's probably going to put a city down here somewhere, like he should have done if he'd seen this. We'll take some more gold. And we're going to have a quick look, won't we, for any relics to see if people let us buy the relics. Nope. And you thought he had a lot. He thought he had a lot of CC. He will not sell them to me for We'll have a look. No. 2, 4, 3. He's not for it. $21 gold a turn. Never mind. This. Yep. Should go back and see if he hasn't got any luxuries actually. You don't. You have that. You don't have this. There you go. Easy. Nope. We tried charging, didn't we? Right, so small things there. We're going to get a few more than coming in, I think, but like an extra bit of faith tourism. It's not a bad shout. Like we haven't built any culture districts, but we've got the slot already, so we may as well. Look at that, +3 oranges everywhere for free, essentially. A little bit of damage. He's probably going to hit that. Did he? No, so he's okay. He's got some kind of culture thing. Big Ben is going up. Big metal structure. And Oxford University. He's probably going to give us 2 slightly interesting texts, we don't know. Claim great person. Reveals 2 from the industrial or modern era. So we'll take this guy. +34 plus. So this guy, this one we're going to take because of how long. It's going to take 34 turns for this guy to get the next one. We've already got to like 14 turns over the top of it, and this one is just nothing relevant here. Yes, I'm glad I took that one. So we'll take this one, and then we'll check Eureka from see what Eureka for computers and one technology, random technology from the modern era. It's going to take us 11 turns, and he's going to like say we'll probably end up taking that anyway. 75 turns. So we'll take this just because of how many turns it's going to take the other guys. We can get government promotion. So he's already got the 2 that matter. She's got the one that matters. We could go for this because we're going to have some spare ones anyway now. James Young. U equal for combustion. Electricity has now been learnt, so I guess that was kind of useful. And then this will give us the one for computers, which here, where's combustion? Oh, that was the one I don't think we could do actually, so that's alright. That was fluke. Yeah, gives plus through production, but it's not as massive relevant. Should have checked in actually a couple of places. How long is this one going to take to build a spaceport? 44 turns. Let's keep building the power plant. Power plant, not the bank, and this gives me production, doesn't it? Maintenance too long. So I'll do that. And here, 31 turns. Power plant. By commercial district +4. We will stick that in down, but we'll build them in that order, I think. And the market for speed. So a lot of these late game buildings, you just never get to be able to actually ever finish, just because of the way the system works. It's just like there isn't enough production in the game to realistically be able to actually finish them, which is a shame. It would be nice to finish some of those big things, and like when we're trying to save up so that we can just buy our spaceports, because we're like quite early in the game. We've got a bit of spare time. What is this got? One charge he's going to have. We'll run him over here so he can heal. And then we'll put him on the border here. You got one charge again. We will run you over here as well to heal. Crossbowman Charles Darwin. He still has that guy. Marcus Cresses. I'm sure he was the guy with Sparkus. Might be wrong. Look at that. All of the pressure's gone. Is he going to get pissed with me? But from full pressure, 7 pressure, 6 pressure, 5 pressure. So we're going to have issues with that city. Okay. Let's go over and have a quick look over here. Finish that up. Getting a temple. Still got big amenity issues across the whole. Yeah, embassy is welcome. Still got amenity issues, so we have to find something else to do with that. We look +3 oranges. More oranges for the peoples. They need to heal, so we'll run them back over to just random. I guess they make decent scouts if they can get through the territory. So we could have built 4 stairs actually, so we're not paying attention. This is the holy site, so you can. What's your thing do? So yeah. What does your one do? Yeah, right, run over here and heal up. Let's get some more spreads in here. And I'm going to run over and use the last one in here because pressure will back this up, but absolute ton of things in there. Absolute ton of them. 6. So probably have to use his thing here. 7 plus 8, yeah, so we can run him over here and take this one. We'll run you over here. Gonna have to worry about these guys again. You don't need orders. What are you doing over there? What the actual hell? Sydney. Ah, so there was combat over this side. Interesting. Because he never took up American City up here. It was just me that did that, but through pressure, loyalty issues. He took nothing, but he managed. He's clearly taken. Interested to know what city's in here. Well, that was one of them as well. So that is a unique district, unique building. So you're not going to do. We want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Let's put a market for the gold. You're not really going to be able to add a lot to this rest of the place. Heal up. Let's go and get this tile. Do you know what? We're going to add your charge in here, just to push it over the top. Yeah, so it managed to get rid of all of his pressure from there. Run you over here. I'm going to run you up there and see what I can find. So there's still another city in there somewhere. So not really the total in there. We can run him back over here. Get up to the pole. Right, that guy's been a pain in the ass. 3 charges. Whoa! What have we kind of done here? How the hell did you get there? I think we might lose this guy, potentially. Crispman will do some serious damage to him, but what is the Cold War? Research the nuclear, and that's not happening. Oh, rip! No more, no more running around freely with our apostle dudes, missionaries. Yeah, 10 damage. Clear this out. Should kill this guy. So let's just run him down here. And then what's that? 3 spread charges. Run him down here. Just a little bit of defense, so they'll run into these two. Is this the one with decent combat skills? So we'll put him up front. So we will put them there. They can sleep, and they'll just hold this line. Really. I wanted to see if one of you could start an Inquisition. Launch the Inquisition! Can you? Yeah, why not? Inquisitor. So we're going to run him down and just hold some cars here because he won't be able to get through that. What do we get here? Let's do this one because that way it's less of an issue for us fighting. Gets us some era score as well. Apologies. Didn't see that one coming. Could go through here and clear this out. Might be something interesting in there. To be honest, I probably might just pull them back and guard my flank here. I think that seems like the best idea. $14 turns for the Big Ben. After Big Ben is done, we can buy hopefully 2 spaceports. Probably one in here and one in Karakoram. Just have a spare one. Yeah. Slowly taking the damage. 11. We'll clear this off and then might run him up. Back up through this side just to have a look. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Like I don't want to, but I also don't want to piss off our ally. He was killed. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, we can't get around the top, can we? Awesome. 22 turns to get back to kill this guy. We're going to make this for some food production and gold. Nice tile yield. Yeah. What are you doing? No. I would move you there, and then we'll move you there, and then we'll sleep both of them, so they're not inside this territory. I'm going to bring you back here, 20 turns, nice. 2 turns we get this. If only we would learn like robotics or something. To go through actually the embassies, I think. Could have sworn someone else had some other things that we tried to get. Right, let's click on Cold War to get this. Let's go down democracy. So you get this kind of purchases with gold. We get a big boost, the arsenal of democracy. Tasty, tasty one. This is probably rubbish. This is not relevant right now because I'm not going to start building the thing. Let's get this for now. I'm almost positive this is going to come into here. So I'll put this in here because I'm going to swap this out in a minute once I build a building. No. No. I'm going the wrong way. Where's my... Here. So we've got the Royal Society. War Department is obviously, if you're going for combat, National History Museum is really nice because it gets great works of any type. But Royal Society helps with the science wing, so we'll take that. And with that, I think we'll end the episode. Next turn we can start with what do we get from this. Hopefully we'll finish Big Ben and we'll start putting down our spaceports. We're going to buy them though. Cavalry. See you next time.